Hello guys, let's talk about investing in shares. How much would you earn if you invested 5,000 Kenya shillings in shares for 1 year? We are going to use KCB as our example of a company with shares that are publicly traded, which means you can buy their shares from Nairobi Security Exchange. I will also show you where to look for these companies you can buy shares from, and the last thing we are going to look at is the prices of shares for different companies here in Kenya you can invest in. So make sure that you watch to the end. So first, let's look at how you can earn from shares. So you can earn from shares in two ways. Number one is through dividends, which are basically what the shareholders get when the company they invested in makes profits. So the companies usually distribute some of the profits to everyone who owns a part of the company, that is basically the shareholders. And number two way you can earn from shares is through capital gains, which is the difference between the price you bought your shares and the price you sell your shares. For example, if you bought your shares at 10 Kenya shillings per share and then you sell at 25 Kenya shillings per share, the capital gain will be 15 Kenya shillings. Okay, that will be your capital gain, and you only get capital gain when you sell your shares. Okay, and the changes in prices happen in a daily basis, and it is determined by the law of supply and demand. For example, if you have more people buying KCB shares, the prices will go up, and if you have more people selling the shares, the prices will go down. So that being said, to buy shares in Kenya, you need a CDS account, which we will discuss, I think, in a different video. But before you go ahead and open an account, you need to know which companies you are investing in, right? So let's get into it. So we are starting with where to get the companies to invest in. So we will go to Nairobi Securities Exchange to see all the companies that have shares that are publicly traded and they're supposed to be listed in Nairobi Security Exchange. Okay. And as you can see here, the NSE categorizes this company in sectors they belong to. We have companies in the agricultural sector, and you can see these are very familiar companies, and these are companies that you know. And then we have mobile sector, banking sector, construction, energy and petroleum sector, insurance sector, telecommunication, all the others. And you can see we even have real estate investment trust. So you can see all these companies are companies that you're familiar with. These are companies that you well know of. So make sure that you go through them, and then you can do some due diligence on this company to find out how the companies are performing and whether these companies are in profit, because you only get dividends from companies that are making profit. So, and I think I will do a guide on how to do your due diligence for these companies before you invest. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on that. Remember, this content is for education purposes, to just guide you and show you some investment opportunities. Remember, you need to do some research to know which companies you will invest in, which companies are making profit, but I'm really glad to be guiding you on this. Now, let's go to the calculations. If you invested 5,000 Kenya shillings in shares beginning of this year, how much would you have earned? Remember, this is just an example for you to see the potential of investing in shares and if you can actually make money with shares. So we'll start with capital gains, and then we can talk about dividends, maybe in between or maybe later. And you're working with KCB shares. So the current price for KCB shares is 37 Kenya shillings at the time of making this video. So if you invested 5,000 in KCB shares on February, when it was at its lowest, which was at 19 Kenya shillings, the lowest for this year, 2024, and then you sold at its highest, all-time high for this year, which was November 2024, it was at 40.90 Kenya shillings. So let's calculate the capital gains. So if you bought shares worth 5,000 Kenya shillings at 19 Kenya shillings per share, you would get around 263.15 shares. And if you sold those shares on November the same year, 2024, which is 9 months later, you can see you will have 263.15, which is the number of your shares, times the price, which is 40.90, and you'll get 10,763. This is double what you invested. And you can see this is the potential of shares. And imagine if you invested more than 5,000 Kenya shillings, what you would have gotten. Yeah. And I know the market will not always turn out this way. As you can see in this graph, that sometimes you can buy thinking the market will go up, and then they end up going down or flopping. So my advice and the best practices tip while investing in shares is, number one, investing in shares should be a long-term investment. Only invest in shares if you have an emergency fund, like in a money market fund, somewhere where the cash is liquid, a little bit more liquid, because we don't want you to be in a place where you are selling your shares at a loss because you are in an emergency. So invest money that you don't need in the near future, so that you can wait long enough for the prices to go higher than you invested. I know people who invested in Safaricom shares when they were like 9 Kenya shillings, and they still hold the shares. If they invested enough money or good money, I know they are eating well, and they have had great returns on this investment. So never ever sell below what you bought. Wait for the prices to go up, and for the meantime, you can be enjoying the dividends, yeah? Tip number 2, always buy in the dips and accumulate the shares in intervals. Don't go putting your 1 million at a go in one single company. You can buy small amount of shares at different intervals. For example, with our KCB shares, maybe you bought at 16 bob in 2023, then the prices went up for a bit, then they went back down to 19, buy at 19. Then when they went back up and dropped again to 20, you can buy now at that 20. You can buy another amount at 20 Kenya shillings. So you can do maybe 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 at 3 intervals, and that may be enough for that particular company. And now you can look for a different company to do the same, which brings me to tip number 4. Don't invest all your money in a single company. You can choose like 3 companies that are doing well and have growth potential, and then you can invest on them. That way, if one goes down, you don't lose everything. And when one goes down and the other goes up, the profit for this other one will cover for the one that went down. Tip number 4. To maximize your returns on the capital gains, remember to take profits when the prices go up and don't be greedy. For example, in our KCB shares, if you bought on February 2024 at 19 Kenya shillings, you can take your profit when the shares go to 30 Kenya shillings and leave some amount on the market to continue gaining value. So always make sure that you are taking profit at different intervals of the prices. So when you're investing in shares, I want you to have a goal in mind. You can say, for example, if your interest is not dividends, if your interest is capital gain, what you want to do is you say, I'm getting in at 20 Kenya shillings. The moment it hits 40 Kenya shillings, I'm going to exit this market. And don't be greedy. When it gets to that 40, make sure that you remove your money in that particular share or company, or you can remove part of the investment in that company. So then before we go to the prices of different shares, remember, don't buy shares when the prices have gone too high. If it is hyped and everyone is talking about it, you might be too late. Wait for the dip, and this applies to all investments that are publicly traded, not shares alone. For investment with low risk, the returns are also low. So high risk means high potential returns. You get rewarded for risking more. So let's see the prices of shares for different companies here in Kenya. Also, remember the gains are subject to capital gain tax, which is usually 15%, and some fees for transaction execution, but it is not always much. I hope you learned. So thank you for watching. I realized that if I continue with this video, it will be too long. So we are going to do another video separately on dividends that different companies offer. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on that.